Chicago.
That's how they talk in
Chicago. I know Chicago was deflated.
This is Shawn Porter's fault.
How? Oh, sparring, yeah.
You was the lead sparring
didn't
partner.
simulate Duarte
You
well
the
enough.
lead sparring partner.
It's not true.
I don't care. They brought you up.
I was doing my best not to be there.
Did you hear him bring you up?
I texted him about it.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
He said it with love in his heart. Concern.
Yeah.
You know? Them young bulls are strong.
Yeah, the
Oscar is a true example of a Mexican.
it's just there's so many ways you could go with this one.
Okay.
Let's go with what we know. We know that fighting at home is a hard thing to do.
Yes.
Question presented to me, well, everybody else does it. The NBA does it. The NFL does it. Soccer, list goes on. MLB, why can't boxers do it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the difference is they get 7, 8, 10 times to play at home. We get 1, 2, you know what I mean? For this to be his first fight at home in Chicago against this kind of guy, no good.
Also, if I may, so to your point about playing home, a lot of those athletes aren't actually from the city that they are playing in 80 times a day. Tom Brady, last year he played for the Bucks. He went up to San Francisco or Santa Clara to play the Niners, had the worst game of his career. You could tell that playing at home had something to do with it. Like he looked like a little kid taking pictures of the Niners locker room, taking pictures with Joe Montana on the sideline. He had all his family there. So even someone like Brady, who's known for his discipline, like I've seen it affect him. So
You a beast. Who we need to talk to about you? Because you a beast.
no, it's just I watched a lot of those Niner games.
We gotta talk to somebody, man. You can't just be in front of your computer doing shots and tell no more, man. This shit's got to stop.
The best in the business.
The PorterWay Podcast is not enough.
I've been saying
for you,
this for like 10 years. Best in the business.
Thank you.
It's not even close.
I'm on the best podcast in boxing. So.
Best in the business.
Yeah.
Man, beast. But yeah, to that point, I just think that when the fight started, you said it took him a couple rounds to settle in. It truly did take him a couple rounds to settle in. And it's like, yeah, I'm trying to figure out just why, why the conversations that we had and, the game plans that even, that he and I spoke about. Not that I said, hey, do this, do that. But it was just, what's the plan? What are you thinking? What do you expect? And then I give my input. I think he's going to do this and so on and so forth. And it was like, you got to come out that first round sharp, firing off, and really establish this is what this night is going to be. And he didn't do that. And I just think it ended up catching up to him,
And then it's one of those things like a Mexican fighter, especially with that heart, it takes so much to break him. You got to go above and beyond. So I see Shawn say, get out the gates. Let's go. Get to work. But it was just like getting hit, have a moment. And Kenny was landing some nice shit from what I was seeing. But Oscar wasn't, he ain't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You're going to have to kill me tonight. And that's fighting a tough, hardcore, talented Mexican. And just...
And you got to...
What was the body work?
He hurt him in the ninth with a right hook to the body.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Talented, hardworking Mexican fighter, and you're taking him into a territory, right? That's hostile.
Oh, give it to me. Come on.
Told him,
let's go.
You done told him.
I'm hyped up.
It's like you got to go out there and kill this guy.
Wyatt has kept those a lot of Mexicans in Chicago.
I know. But and I know personally because I fought against a lot of Mexicans. I fought against was from Chicago. But my point is like, while it looks like this is a recipe for success for Kenny, it was like not really,
Yeah.
So. And then, the other side of that is Oscar coming in and being him. That's the thing when it comes to beating Mexican fighters. I know it's gonna be a whole lot of talk about Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez that we're gonna talk about which one of them can prevent the other guy from being themselves.
Mm-hmm.
On fight night, Kenny didn't stop Oscar Duarte from being Oscar Duarte.
He hit him with some really good shot in the ninth round. He switched southpaw, Kenny did, and hurt him. Withering, right hook to the body. Mora, who was really good, excellent in this fight throughout his commentary, was telling Kenny, hey, I'm Mexican. This is what you got to do, bro. Go to the body. You're not going to hurt him up top and punch in between his shots.
Yeah.
You can't just get off first and hurt him that way to the head. You got to find him to the body, in between.
Yeah.
Kenny did that in spots, but not enough. He couldn't.
Not enough.
To Shawn's point, he couldn't take the play away. He would have his moments. He would counter at times. His jab was effective, but he couldn't stop Duarte from being Duarte.
The two things that prevented Kenny Sims Jr. from winning this fight, he was in between styles, undecisive. He didn't really have an identity. So we'll go with not having an identity and being inconsistent. You know, when you don't have an identity, you don't know what to be consistent in, you know? And I truly do think that coming to the ring, he knew how to be Oscar Duarte. He just did not do everything that was needed, and he wasn't consistent enough in the good things that he was doing. Won a number of rounds, did some really good stuff, had some flashes of greatness. Now, when I do an interview with him, I do an interview with a Kenneth Sims that I know is great. He showed the flashes of his greatness, but that consistency, that flashes ain't enough.
He has to keep going. Did you? That was something you spoke to him about when you, like, this is a different level of boxing, Sean. You've been there. You got to. Their heart is different.
Yeah.
The level is different. The got to keep going. You can't just fight in spurts.
Yeah.
Okay. Fight. 10 seconds off.
Yeah. And we didn't talk, but I was like, in my head, I'm talking to you. I didn't want to keep calling you.
Because I called Shawn in the
during the fight.
Well, because hey, we call it down the middle. I after the fight, when the fight wrapped up after 12, I said 115, 113 Duarte. But we love Kenny Sims. We could
draw.
So I'm calling Shawn in the 10th, and I go, it's time for Kenny to rip. It's time to rip. It's time to rip him.
And I said to you, does
not
he
enough
have
energy.
that? Does he? Can he pull up that energy and match the level of Oscar Duarte? And again, he's Mexican, so not only do you have to match it, you got to succeed it. You know what I mean? Overseed it, right? So then we get off the phone, and now I'm looking at it, and I'm like, no, I said he ain't got it, Shawn.
I'm like, rip. And Shawn's like, not enough energy.
Yeah, and he didn't have enough energy.
So I totally agree, Shawn, about being caught between game plans, but there's something I want to add to it. Like, because I agree, because early I'm watching, and he's effective with the jab, and I'm like, hey, man, for the first couple rounds, forget about the catch and shoot left hook, forget about the body work. Jab, pull, counter, right hand. Forget the close range stuff until you take a little something out of this guy. Then when you have no choice, as the fight gets to the heat of the fight and you have to stay in the pocket more, that's when you catch and shoot and get creative in the pocket and do, but not too early. But to that point, remember Jim Lampley called Barboza a worker bee, right? And that's Kenny Sims. He's not a Shawn Porter athlete. He's not a crazy... he's not a big, strong welterweight like Errol Spence with heavy hands. He's not a great D1 level athlete like Shawn. He's not a great puncher. He's a worker bee. He has to make up for being a little physically limited compared to the more talented fighters with his mind and with his character. So part of me wonders, even though we're saying he was in between game plans a little bit, did he ultimately just fight as good as he can? Because he's not the kind of super fast hands, super fast feet fighter that can just turn you for 12 rounds off the jab. And he's not a big puncher, so he can only get but so zealous in the pocket. Maybe he basically fought as good as he could. Maybe he could have done more. I think he could have done a little bit more. I think so too. Yeah. But that thought accompanies that thought.
There was some lazy fighting at points, and then there was some lethargic fighting at points too, where it was just like, I'm just not, going, and I just felt like he wasn't turned on enough. And again, you get Oscar Duarte knowing I'm coming in hostile territory, and I'm the B-side, and I gotta represent and put on, and the kid says he wants to be the face of boxing now, and all of these things. I'm like, it was a lot for him for Kenneth to defeat on fight night. You essentially fighting against your city, even though your city's with you fighting against your city.
The pressure,
because you just have to turn off so much, and this pressure of everybody came to see me, and if I win, I'm getting the key to the city. And I mean, there's just so many things that you go through when you have a hometown fight. He was up against a lot, no excuses. He ain't gonna get another shot at it. I know he said
that's what hurt me for him when he was like, I want to run that back, and it's like the time those last couple rounds was the time to let it all hang out. That was the opportunity.
Yeah,
Kenny, if I ruled the world, I'd get you a rematch because I love you.
Yeah,
but it don't work that way.
But I don't think he hurt himself enough where we don't want to see Kenny. No, we've like, Kenny, let's go. Let's make another push. Maybe it's not Oscar trained, but let's make another push at a title.
Honestly, if I was Kenny, this is how I operated. I would see my fight and see all of those spurts and those great moments that I had, and I literally would just say, I got to do that. That's what I got to do over and over. Got to do it more. Those spurts that we saw, that's the kind of stuff that would make us fans of yours, make people fans of yours, and want to see you every time you go out there. But the in-between is so far in between that just like, he's just another guy that could be there, but is not there,
Credit to Duarte, man. He may not have a lot of special effects, but like Pitbull Cruz,
great at what he does.
Tight guard, chin tucked, not as easy.
Bam.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like when you get punched by a Mexican. Bam.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah. There's different. There's bam. There's wop wop. There's a few. Yeah.
My kid Mexican.
There's bink. They're all different too.
Oh yeah, bink.
Yeah.
What's a black person? Bow.
When they start ripping on the inside, wop wop.
Oh, that sound black. That sound black. What's a white one?
Ooh. I gotta think.
So at the top of the list,
I gotta watch Bevo.
At the top of the list is Gary Russell, Gary Antoine. We were just talking about him last week, and he's at the top of the list again. And then there's an interim champion. Does Oscar jump over this interim champion? Rigucini.
This 147. Japan. I mean 140.
140. Yeah.
Ryoguchi. Let me see.
No. Alessandro Rigucini.
Are you talking about to fight Gary Russell?
Yeah, I'm talking about Oscar.
No, Andy Hiroka is the WBA.
Oh, well then this is wrong on.
Yeah, you got to go box right.
Yeah.
They're more writer.
And I think Hiroka is actually going to get his title shot against Gary Antoine.
He's Japanese?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he knocked out Jin Sasaki, the dude Norman just fought.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we not talking about Oscar versus Tio? Tio done 140?
Well, just saying that, he's in line at the WBA. He's everybody's, of course, barking for
Oscar and Pitbull.
Dang, that's 140. Dang. I got Oscar.
Yeah, he's bigger than him.
Clocking Pitbull.
Oscar and Ryo?
That's a good fight.
That's a good boxing match.
But Ryo needs a comeback fight.
Yeah,
don't get right back in there. So
you said, why are we not talking about Oscar and Teo?
Yeah, like why?
Yeah, that's a nice fight.
I want Teo in unifications.
What's Teo?
Teo and Matias.
I feel Teo's just on that Devin Haney just calling everybody out. Actually, Bill. Shout out to Bill. It's Bill, not Devin.
WBO. That's Teo. Teo's got the WBO.
Yeah.
What about Matias pulling up on everybody?
Matias got to fight Dalton Smith
pulling
next.
up?
He's just pulling up on people.
No, he ain't.
Yes, he did. Did he slap Teo?
Wow, Santiago's Teo's mandatory. That dude lost to Devin Haney years ago.
See, that's why he's so smart. You see, that's what he does.
Santiago, how does Santiago WBO? What's going on?
Am I tripping that Matias pull up on Teo?
He did, and
Gary?
apparently slapped him or something.
He pulled up on somebody else too, right?
Gary Antoine,
Hitchens.
I think
Hitchens.
Hitchens is funny. It's like, you think you knocked me out?
Yeah.
How? Really?
Yeah.
I just liked how matter of fact he was. Like, really? Tell me how?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, he's confident.
I like it. I like it.
What were you about to say?
No, nothing. Just let's see some unifications at 40.
Let's get it going at 40. There's a lot of
talent. Yeah.
Sean, why we just fucking like? Remember 135 was so hot. They fucked us. Y'all fucked us. And we're camera. They fucked us. They fucked us, Sean. And Sean's used to it now.
Yeah.
Sean, I'm not used to this language. I'm used to it, but I'm not.
But that's crazy,
that's a
Sean.
lot right there, big dog.
No, so you're saying I'm used to it.
My man just said it 6 times in a row.
It was so much at 135.
And he was correct every time he said it.
It was so much at 135, Sean.
At this point, might as well get up and go to the camera.
Think about it.
You see what I'm doing, Apple? You see what I'm doing, Apple?
Think it was what? Haney, Tank, Loma, Shakur.
Teo.
We ain't get nothing. We got nothing.
Dang, we didn't get one?
Was Ryan there?
Hey, we ain't
We
get
got
one.
Ryan.
Got Ryan
Haney, Tank.
depleted.